Lady, she loves the work, she says. Her name is Donna HOIS. Would you welcome Donna HOIS? Yeah. Make yourself at home.
I hope she don't either.
No. Is she trained, kind of, or?
No.
You from North Dakota originally?
No, I'm from Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah, born, raised in Chicago.
Yeah, good for you.
Chicago fan.
Did you bring this all the way from back where you came from? Or did you pick this up here?
No, we brought her from Chicago, and we're carrying her through the airport, and everyone's going, everybody had to stop and look. They all thought it was a puppy at first. And then we had to get a big kennel because these type of pigs, they have a fat layer on them, and
Right.
they can't sweat like regular animals do. They can only sweat through their nose.
They only sweat through the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't take it on a regular seat.
No, she's kind of a little bit smelly.
Ah. Can I?
Sure.
Yeah.
She's kind of bristly, isn't she?
Yeah, I like pigs. I really do.
Very intelligent.
I'm serious. I'm glad you said that, Donna. Ed and I, for many years on this show, have had kind of a running rivalry about the relative intelligence of the horse versus the pig. And I've always held out that the pig is a very intelligent animal. Now, not the highest on the scale. I think probably a chimpanzee is first.
Or a horse.
A horse is not first.
Probably second.
Let me ask you this. Isn't it true that a horse, now you know farm animals, isn't it true that a horse will, if you give them food, will founder if you give them enough? They'll just sit there and eat till they fall over in a dead faint and sometimes kill themselves.
Yeah, that's true. And a pig won't.
Pig won't do that. A pig says, I've had enough, gets up, walks away. A horse just keeps eating.
How many of our friends do we know that will eat and drink until they founder? Right? How many of our friends?
Well, then again, a pig has never won the Triple Crown.
That's right.
That.
That's exactly right. That's right.
Tell me about this particular pig.
Well, she come from a farm in Illinois. I got her to bring her just to show. And but I wanted to mention, since you talked about intelligence,
Right.
is that a pig, like once they know how to open up a gate or something, they'll always know how to open the gate unless you change the lock, whereas a horse won't.
Well, it's not important to a horse. Someone will come around and open a gate for them. They don't have to worry about that.
How about running back into a burning building? A horse will very often turn around and dash right back into a barn, will they not?
Yeah, that's true.
How about, would a pig do that?
Usually a pig's confined in a building, so there's really no chance for him to escape.
No.
See?
Yeah.
What do you mean, see?
Well, a horse has a chance to get out. That's how smart he is.
But once he's
He's
out,
bad.
well, once he's out, he turns around and runs back in.
That's the ultimate use of freedom.
Yeah.
A pig, so to speak, will mess. A horse will mess where it stands, and a lot of farm animals will. A pig doesn't ever mess where he has to sleep. Now,
Well, that's why they go from track to track.
That's right. At least leaving it there for other people. How about the sense of smell? Now, they have a good sense of smell, don't they?
yeah, they have a really a cute sense of smell, and you see how their nose is shaped. They're a rooting animal, and in the wild they root for grubs, and they also
Is he going asleep?
I don't know.
Just about, yeah.
No, she's awake here.
No.
But in
Hard to tell when a pig is asleep. They're so deceptive. Very deceptive sleepers.
Yeah. You've always told me that.
They always, yes. Deceptive sleepers. Anyway, go ahead, Don. I didn't mean to.
No, I was going to say that they just, they use their nose for cutting out like little trenches for them to lay in
Right.
and to keep themselves cool. And like people say that pigs are dirty. And, when they lay in these mud holes, all they do is that mud kind of protects them from the sun.
And the flies and so
right,
forth.
and the insects, and keeps them cool.
Yeah. Now, don't they use them in France to hunt for truffles, the roots, don't they?
Yeah, that's
Do they
true.
not to sniff them out? They're very specialized.
And I was reading today that they said there's one place that they use them for, using them as watchdogs. Horse ever do that?
What do? Do they oink when they see?
No, like pigs have a variety of sounds. They,
Now he's making kind of.
right, I can make her.
That's it right there. Somebody's in the house, Harry. Right? You hear that sound, you know there's someone downstairs.
Yeah, so you can't get her do too much else. But a lot of times, like if they're angry, they'll wolf.
They can make it sound like a wolf?
Yeah, like a dog that's gonna growl. You know.
Really?
Yeah, the wolf and they have their mother. You know, the mother's there with the babies. It's like a sound with just air coming out, and like telling them that she's complacent. You know, real happy to be there, and
Right.
you can tell like when they're easy to get along with, or they're.
Would they make a good pet? Be honest now.
I think so. Yes.
You don't know many people who have a pig for a pet.
No, not one.
Well, they're clean, they make a good watchdog, they're loyal,
Very content?
content.
Many people go out with them.
Yes.
That's right. Well, what is the notches? It's not natural, is it?
No.
There are notches in the ears, if you've noticed.
No, farmers will do this. Each notch represents a number. Like these here are 227, so it's 54, and 9 is 63, 64, and 65. 2, there's a 2 there, and it represents the litter number and the individual number in the litter.
Wouldn't it be easier just to stencil it on the ear?
It will be, but it comes out sometimes.
Oh, I see.
So this is the easier way to do it.
How old is this young pig?
Now, she's 7 weeks old, and this is a purebred Duroc pig, they call
Yeah.
it.
Is that the reddish, that reddish color?
Yeah, this is a characteristic of this breed. And the red, it varies. You know, it's a lighter red to a darker red.
Yeah.
You also notice, like, well, she's a purebred. And like her, see, she got a long
Harry,
tail.
somebody in the house. Excuse me.
That's okay. She has a long tail, and a lot of your commercial men,
When she is doing that, is that because she's irritated, or when you pick
she
her
just
up?
doesn't want you to move her.
Oh, I see.
Right? When she has a long tail, which your purebred breeders, they leave their purebred pigs with a tail on, and commercial man, that's a fellow that raises the pigs for meat and whatever else you want to use them for. They cut the tails because they're in such a confined area, and the
Right.
pigs they start chewing their tails because they get bored.
Right.
So a lot of times they'll put in bowling balls or tires and chains, everything for them to play with.
Yeah. You know what I feel sorry for back in the Midwest where they have 4-H groups? The youngsters who raise a sow or a pig from birth, and it grows up, and then they go to sell it and know that it's going to a
Butcher?
wholesale or
Yeah.
a butcher. It's kind of sad. They'll raise this wonderful calf or something to maturity, and then they go in and sell it. That must be kind of a tough thing to do.
I think so, but a lot of times those kids, they're used to it. They've done it,
Right.
except for maybe if it's their very first one, they probably would have a hard time selling it.
When we come back, we're going to show you, talking pig, we're going to show you a pig. You have another one with you that, what does this one weigh that is backstage?
Oh, she's about 450 pounds, and she's not even a very big one.
How big do they get?
The biggest one I've seen was 1,100 pounds. And stood-
1,100?
And it stood about 4 feet tall, and he cost the people about $30,000.
Were they breeding, obviously,
Yeah, he was
for
a
breeding purposes?
breeder, right.
How long do they, are they good at that? Well, I mean, what I mean
Their
is,
job.
yeah, how long are they good at that? 10 years?
It depends. Like a lot of times the breeders, they keep them just for a few years because, well, the purebred breeders, they have to change their genetics in their herd.
Right.
Whereas a commercial man will leave the pig a little while longer.
Right. People might be interested in how you normally pick up a pig.
Oh, want me to show them?
Yeah, now, don't worry, this does not really hurt the pig, right?
No, this is the correct way to hold one. Correct way to hold one.
Is you take them by the hand.
See?
No, that doesn't hurt the pig.
No, and see, she's a lot quieter.
You see right away, people, ah! Oh, I've done that before, sure.
She'll let her go.
You just down here and right in here, right? See how quiet she is? Oh, get out of here. Easy. Stay. Sleep. Guard the show. Anybody comes in, oink. She'll stay right there, won't she?
I think she will.
Okay.
Ed will take care of
Ed, you know how to hold a pig, don't you?
Sure.
Promise you see her at the end of the summer. Right. Okay, Donna, I'm going to follow you over.
All right.
And here's the really big one. Now, they say you say this is not a particularly large,
No, she's average size.
average size pig.
Right. Now, if you're going to turn her,
Whoa. What? What's this for?
we don't need it.
We don't need that. What?
Lifted by the leg.
Lifted by the leg, Mike.
You want to try it?
What do you do?
Try to get like a little bit in front of her.
A little bit, but whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, pig, please. Over here. Over here. Come on. Absolute mastery of this animal. They can get kind of nasty, can't they?
Yes, the boars can kill a man.
They can kill a man? What would get them angry?
Well, the boars, they just, when it's during breeding season or
Easy.
something, they just get a little...
Now, you didn't bring this one out on the plane, did you?
No, she didn't come on the plane.
Oops. How old is this? How old is this
She's
pig?
about a year and a half.
About a year and a half. How big will she get?
She'll grow, she should probably maybe grow to 500 pounds. And she'll quit growing when she's 3.
How would we make her stand? Now, there. She'll just stand still if we're...
Right.
I guess quiet.
Smile at her.
Yeah, that's incredible. You gonna do this now as a full-time living? Is that what you want to do?
No, right now I sell, I'm trying to save my money for a farm, and I'm
Right.
selling hog confinement buildings.
Ah, in other words, where they keep them in pens and stuff like
Right. We sell portable buildings. It looks like a trailer, and it comes in on the farm, and
that? Right.
people can just put their pigs in there right away.
Hey, Don, it's nice to have you with us tonight.
Well, thank you very
thank you for
much.
coming and showing us this. And what's her name or his name?
This is June.
June? Okay, now.
June and Wanda.
Jack, you want to take June back? How do we get June turned around and through back here?
There you go.
Right away.
There we go.
Next show, ladies and gentlemen. June will be out here. The late show. Thank you, Donna. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.